into Rocket's Passage. That will be the end of your tour of the caves today, but please do pop into the gift shop or the cafe on your way out. Right, does anyone have any questions? I do usually tell people the long story of how I came to be here. I'm here because of Leon Harper. Leon Harper was at my first secondary school. He joined in year 9, end of year 9. He got a scholarship. Came from not far away, Streatham or something. That's how he needed the scholarship. He comes in, this kid, to my school, and his first day or two, he comes up to me all like big smile, and he's like, "Hey, just came to say hi, I'm Leon." You can see in his eyes he's full of, not being funny, but he don't get through like growing up in Streatham, facing up like Mr. Nice Guy. Clearly that's not what he's all about. It's psychological warfare. It's trying to make everyone like him, being all vulnerable, making the girls laugh. But you know what? He's not a little boy lost. It's just an act. He's sly as anything. Rocks up for his first footy match in the playground, 5 goals, breaks the 100-metre school record. Even rugby, he says, "I don't know, it's not really my game." County trials, gets another county trial. So we're coming up into year 11, and we've got this, can't remember what they call it, but kind of like this country camp thing, off into like West Country, side of land on the minibus for 3 days, abseiling, caving, that kind of thing. It's supposed to be fun. Except this time Leon has to come along, going on about how he'd never really been to the countryside before. He's sticking his oar in. "Can I help with that, sir? Looking good, miss." What he needs, what he actually needs is to stop acting like the big man. He needs to know his place. So the second day, we go caving. It's called the Wist Hole or something like that. We get kicked out in these, kind of things you're wearing right now, big old overalls, working boots, helmets, lamps on the helmets, these big lumpy batteries that you plug the lamps into. Got a massive safety tool, keep your lights on, get 2 buddies, don't lose sight of your buddies, regularly check in with your buddies. And of course, I get paired up with Leon and Benji de Halpert. Little fatty Benji, what's he even doing there? He's scared of tight spaces and he can't even get into them anyway. What bloody hell's he there for? His parents probably thought he'd make a man of him or whatever. Well, that was stupid, frankly, make a total mess of him. We all have to go toilet first and he won't come out. Says he's got indigestion, but like he's holding it back like a kidney or something. So then suddenly he can't go. And there's no one else. So me and Leon have to get with one of the teachers and be buddies. There's this field, woods all around it. In the middle, there's this tree with a fence around it, barbed wire fence. Under the tree, you can't see it until you're close up, but under the tree, in all the roots, there's these steps down to a door. It's like a wonderland. These caves, there's some lights rigged up all in the corners. It's like a church, the oldest church in the world, swallowed up in it. There's stalagmites, arches, been there for years apparently. And sometimes you can hear water dripping, it sounds so loud. The rest of the time you can just hear the cold something you can hear, like a breath. But we have to move on, we've got like over an hour down there. And there's other tunnels, other rooms, pools of water, and it gets smaller. Slowly it gets smaller in there. Bang your head on things, people's helmet lights fall off. teacher, he forgets about me and Leon, we can take care of ourselves. Other kids are starting to stress out, they need more looking after, so he hangs back. By this point we're crouching. It's about 3 foot high or something, and we find the guide, me and Leon, we're right at the front now. The guide's sitting on the floor. He's grinning, he says, "Nice one, lads. Now this is the tricky part." He shines his headlamp at this tiny little flat hole in the rock, like a post box it looks, and he grins and says, "Python squeeze. We've got to go through there." "We can't go through there, it looks like 6 inches high. How long is it?" I say. And the guide, he's still grinning while he says, "About 30, 40 yards if you hit the direct route." "And what if you don't? What if you don't hit the direct route? What if you miss it? How long does it take then?" I wanted Leon to say that with a little frightened squeak in his voice, but he doesn't say that. I do. I say that to the guide and my voice is trembling. I can feel Leon looking at me and the guide just says, "Longer. It takes longer." I'm onto my belly and I'm straight in there, pushing myself into this hole, into Python squeeze. It's so tight, I'm amazed I can even get in there. My elbows are jamming the rock all the time. I've got the dirty orange water in my mouth, and then I feel like I've just gone smack right into the wall, like the tunnel's just ended in front of me. I'm hundreds of miles beneath the earth, and I've just gone down a dead end and my light falls off, and oh man, I'm really crapping myself. And I try to call back, but there's something there to, fuck it, I think, fucking hell, I'm buried alive, it's all shut up on me and I can't get out. And this voice says, "What are you doing?" And Leon's behind me, that's what I bumped into, he's followed me in. I ask him why, and he says he can see over the bend, I just need to go forwards and down. I'm so scared, I just do as he says. And it starts to open out. We go side by side as he catches up with me. We still can't see any light ahead, there's just our headlamps shining off all the water on the floor, on the walls, everywhere. There's no air in there at all. I feel like it's all squeezing in on me, like the world, the horrible hill we're in is going to just swallow me and I'm never going to get out. I just squeeze my eyes shut and flick my light off to help me sleep, and I want not to be there anymore. I want to wake up, be at home and far away, and I think that if I just close my eyes and ears and everything tight enough, I can wish it all away. And then something grabs my arm. This hand reaches up from inside the earth in the dark and tries to pull me down with it to hell, and where will I go? And I'm screaming and crunching and kicking to get it off, and I hit something, but it still won't let go, so I hit it again and again and again, and he's screaming my name, and that makes me hit it harder, and then finally it lets go. I open my eyes and put on my headlamp, and Leon's gone. I can't see him. There's this hole in the wall near where he was, and I crawl to it, and it's just down and down, like 20 feet. Trickle of water coming from somewhere. I shine my light down. I can't see anything. Just stones. And then suddenly there's Leon's foot. His boot between these two rocks. Covered in so much dirt and dust that it's hard to tell at first. I must have knocked him down there while I was out of it, and now he's dead or out cold or whatever. I bring up my arms, either side of me, shoveling these rocks towards the edge. I push all these rocks down the hole until they cover his boot and you can't see it at all. You wouldn't know he was there. And then I go back and crawl and crawl and crawl until I'm out in the sunlight. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. They sent down search parties, but they never found Leon. He shouldn't have even been in that bit of the caves, the Wist Hole. They don't know where the tunnels go, how many there are. They're not all safe to check. Whatever, they don't find it. I tell the police I lost touch with him in the caves. The guide and the teacher both get sacked. Guide shouldn't have taken us there. Teacher was supposed to be buddying up with us. I know some of the kids suspect me, but they can't prove anything. So fuck them. Our school doesn't go out to the caves. No one does. There are stories it was haunted before, but no one tells those stories now. It's not a story when it's someone you know, it's a thing that actually happened. So that's why I'm here. That's why I keep coming back. I can't help it. I messed up my A-levels. I work in a call centre. In the evenings, I go to the pub for as long as I can, and then I go home and I stay awake for as long as I can. Because when I sleep, this is what happens. I come here. I can't help it. I'm just down here. I talk to myself as if I'm talking to other people, to keep myself from going mad. But I don't know if that means I am mad. I don't know whether I'm more scared that I'm by myself, or that there might be someone listening.